Here we go. November 13th. Okay. So I was out yesterday. You were expected to complete still the November 12th. So what I do when I'm out, y'all, is I'll send an announcement, which you will get via email as well. And I try and give you a heads up, and I believe I did on Tuesday. But here was the announcement. Okay. Just that we did not have a Zoom class. But we did, you still had expectations to complete the assignment still. So let's move on. November 13th, go ahead and begin the starter. Go ahead and begin the starter for November 13th. I will give you a couple minutes to do so. And it's, I believe it directly relates, let's see here, to yesterday's lesson. So it will kind of let me know if you did what you were supposed to do yesterday. Let's take a look anyways here. All right, November 13th starter. Yep, match the term with the correct definition or description. Okay, so take a look, complete that. When you're done, be ready to move on. I will give you 2 minutes to do so. It should not take you that long. If you did not get caught up on yesterday's work, you need to make sure that you do that once you finish and then be ready to move on. Okay, 2 minutes.
Everybody got a way of coping. Talk about it, have a sip, smoke it. You can tell it's serious when I be downplaying. Most scared when I be joking. Looking for a fix and I'm hoping. Both knees on the ground praying. What I even hear when spoken? Feel more familiar than fake this. I'ma stop looking for an answer. Search inside how to make it. Media delivering the breakdown. And when it break down, I can take it. Tell me something that I wanna hear. Like, can you find a new replacement? Babylon line off the top. I'ma take it back to the basement. I could lose a door, found land in a gutter. Get it all back, that's word to my mother. Comfy in the county where it's really all black. Chilly in the city where it's getting off color. Never made it rain, I can save a long rack. On a rainy day, you know how to take cover. Let it all flood, I'ma swim it all back. I ain't made of iron, I'm just braver than the others. Life don't let you, but it let it come test. But if you love life, you can't get the wrong number. If you go on to learn to take a long breath. Wait it on now, come back with a flex. Looking for a hand, all I ever got was steps. Walk on once, now walk on quest. I can walk on water, I can walk on set. My drip game, only thing wet.
I'm the pros, I'm the cons, I'm the hope in the home.
All right, so that should be done. November 13th starter. Let's transition to the summary page. All right, so we're going to continue with what we're doing. Okay, we're transitioning, still moving with the DBQ to the documents now. We're going to continue to determine the causes of World War I. Okay, but look here, the synchronous work is going to be a little bit different, and then the complete work here. So we got November 13th starter, okay, which we did. We're going to begin document A and the analysis sheet, and then the ticket out the door, okay? And then your asynchronous work is to complete, okay, document A and the analysis, okay? Document A and the analysis. So everybody go to the DBQ project, please. DBQ project. And we'll complete probably some of this together. Go to Clever. Once you're in Clever, log in with NCEd Cloud. If I start to move too fast, let me know in the chat, please. Okay, I want to make sure everybody's with me. DBQ Online. Go to your assignments here, please, and go to the World War I assignment. Okay, so the assignment is titled, what was the underlying cause of World War I? Okay, all right, we did the cover. We did the hook. Did the background essay. This is what you were expected to do yesterday. Your page should look almost exactly like mine. If not, you need to make sure you do that during your asynchronous time today. Here's where you see the definitions for militarism, alliances, and imperialism, which was the starter. Okay, now everybody, let's look at document A. Document A. Okay, So if you look, and we can, I'm gonna toggle back and forth between the directions in that. First thing we need to do, right, is read the entire page one time through. If we're doing that, this is a little bit different because it's a map. But all I want you to do is take 1 minute and just read the map. Look at the map. Try and figure out what it's trying to say. So just do that in 1 minute, please. Go.
Unbelief for belief, here to leave you in a storm. Throw a raft, throw a leash. What you need is what you form. Round your neck, on your arm, just keep calm. Rest assured it's the cure.
All right, y'all, so let's keep going here. So next, take a look here. We read it one time. Now number the paragraphs or sections. Number the paragraphs or sections. If I'm looking at it, y'all, if I'm looking at this one, I'm just gonna number 1 right here. Okay, I'm just gonna put 1. I'm gonna do a sticky note. And since I'm not using my iPad, maybe I get a little bit more experience of what it's like for y'all to do this. Okay, 1. That's it. 1 paragraph. Okay. Okay. Next step. Reread each paragraph or section one at a time as you highlight the following. People or groups of people, purple. Numbers and dates, blue. Places and locations, green. Other important information, orange. So we're still going to do that. We're still going to go through that steps, even though it's a map, okay? But it should be a little bit simpler here. So I'm going to do the freehand, okay? All right, here we go. And I'm going to, so all of these are places and locations, right? Most of them. So I'm going to go ahead with green, okay? I'm going to highlight the country names. Okay, you do the same with me, please. Sarajevo right there, which will be important. Okay. All right, and this just goes to show that you're interacting with the text, the document, which in this example is a map. Okay. All right. Now, other important information. I'm going to do that in orange up there at the top. European alliances, and then the date 1914. Okay. Now these are the alliances here. What? Someone put in the chat. In the chat, what is an alliance? You help me out. What we got? What's an alliance? Put in the chat. Let's go. Yeah, friendship between countries. Spot on. Okay, thank you. So friendship between countries. So if you look, right, we've got triple alliance, triple entente, and then neutral nations. Okay, this helps us understand what's going on in the year 1914 when the war is just about to begin, World War I. Okay, so you look at this, and you got all the pink ones are the triple alliance. Okay, so you got Germany, Austria, Hungary, Italy, right? That's the triple alliance. Then you got the triple entente, United Kingdom, France, and Russia at this point. And then everybody, almost everybody else at this point would be considered neutral nations in yellow. They're not involved at this point, and maybe they don't want to be involved, okay? All right? So that's what the alliance is. Those are the friendships, the relationships, okay, that are present in the year 1914. Okay, now everybody do the next step, right? Hashtag in the margin. So I'm going to do another sticky note. I'm going to move it over to this side. Now I'm just gonna do alliances. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the focus. That's the main idea of this map. Okay. Yeah, you could highlight Africa as well. We could to see. I think that's important. Okay, we see just kind of the location there. And you know what else we should do, y'all? We should highlight the numbers here from the key. It's important. Just helps us understand the size of the map, honestly. Okay, good though. All right, we could do like the Atlantic Ocean, North Sea as well, Black Sea. Okay, all right. Do your hashtag. Hey, y'all let me know in the chat when you're ready to move on. Let me know when you're ready to move on. I don't want to go too fast, but I also don't want to go too slow. Because I think we should be ready. This is fairly straight. I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute.
I done played by the rules. I've been made out a fool by the few who make the laws. Don't break them, make a clause. Wanna fish, not just fry. Wanna live, why alive? What's the cost? Or don't pay, wave me bye, bye, bye. Save a pie, not a slice for the mice among men. Let me fend for myself. You just lend what I spend. Pay you back, not revenge. Just them dollars, extra cents. That's the interest I ain't in. It's getting high, high, high. Is the savior someone who will save ya, or at least make you feel like it will, till your will is enslaved up. I don't know, but I'm starting to feel like I'm caught in a wheel. That's
okay. Now we need to go to the analysis sheet. That's the next step. Now I'm giving y'all a heads up. The analysis sheet on Tuesday is going to be a 10-point formal grade. We're going to practice it 2 times, and then you have to show mastery for me on Tuesday. So we're going to do the document F analysis sheet will be your assessment, will be a 10-point formal assessment. Okay, I just want to make sure everybody understands that. So everybody go right here where it says document A, just to the right says analysis sheet. Okay, highly scaffolded form. Everybody click on that, please, and stay with me. And honestly, if we do this together, you're done for the day. Okay, and I can get y'all out on time without any asynchronous work besides getting caught up. Now, start filling this in. Y'all put this in the chat too, please. And that's just, if you like what your peers say, take it and put it in your chart. What's the document number or letter? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I'm gonna wait for y'all. Thank you. Hey, super simple. What is the title of the map? Title of the map. I gotta put in the chat. To the top. Well, no. There's a little bit more than just alliances, right? If we go and we look at this, I guess we could return to the document. Hit return to the document. European Alliances 1914 I would consider that to be the title of the map. So put that in there. (1914). Where did the source come from? Look back at the source. Look back at the document. Where did it come from? Let's go, y'all. Let's get more participation in the chat. Let's go. Come on now. Where'd it come from? What? Look above the map, right? If I'm looking here, I'm looking at the map. Where does it say it came from? What's its source? There you go. Thank you. Various sources. Okay. What type of a document is this? What type of a document? Is it a letter? Is it a, there you go, it's a map. Thank you. Okay. If I go back, because I don't remember seeing this. Is there a date for the document? It represents 1914, but when was this? But good. But when was it created? That's the tricky thing. Does it say when it was created? It doesn't. So I'm gonna put NA. Put NA in there for not applicable, okay? Because there's not a date. This is a map that was not created in 1914. We can tell because it's colored, it's digital, and all of that, okay? All right, so, and again, this video will be available to you later on, but the date of the document is not present. Author of the document, We don't see that either. Is this a primary or secondary source? Is this an actual alliance map from the year 1914? Yeah, not available, not applicable, same thing. Yeah, you're right, right. It was not created in 1914, so that makes us what? Primary or secondary? It's secondary, spot on. Okay. Now, is there author bias in this? Is there somebody trying to persuade you to think a certain way and to kind of prove a point in this? There's not. Good. I appreciate all the participation. Okay. No bias. Neutral point of view. All right. That's what I put in there. Good, good, good. Yeah, I mean, it's just a map. This is just stating the facts of this situation. Often when you get charts and graphs, maps, most of the time, they're not going to be biased. Now, you can change and skew the numbers to make the chart look a certain way, and then you start to get into where they're trying to persuade you to see what they want you to see in the map or the chart or the graph. But this is just stating the facts, stating the alliances in the year 1914. All right, good, good. All right, hey, do y'all need me? Anybody need me to slow down? Put in the chat. Anybody need me to slow down? I know. I think we should be spot on right now. So let's continue. Let's continue. Okay. Hey, we're gonna do this all together and be done. We're gonna do this all together and be done. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm gonna make the screen a little larger here. Okay, write down one direct quote or observation from the document that gives you information that helps answer the DBQ question. Okay, our DBQ question, I'm gonna type it in here. What were the causes of World War I? That's our question. Okay, all right. What in here is a key observation that we can make? I'm gonna put the alliances. Y'all should do this too. Okay? Who's in the triple entente? Who's in the triple entente? Put the 3 countries. Who are they? Green. Green is the triple entente. Not the wrong one. Not the triple alliance. There you go. Russia, UK, and France. Good. And then we'll do that next one. Okay? In just a second, the triple alliance. Okay? Triple Entente is France, Great Britain, and Russia. At this point, that's the Triple Entente. Things changed throughout the war. Okay, good. Thank you. And then Triple Alliance. And there's where we can put the next group. Good. Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy at this point in 1914. Okay, and again, I put this up there because this is our question that we're trying to answer. What were the causes of World War I? Okay. Okay. Now, this isn't a quote. This is an observation because it's a map. So put the meaning of the quotation. What does this mean? What does that mean? I'm going to say France, Great Britain, and Russia will support each other in war. Okay? Then now I'm going to do the same thing for the other ones. Germany, Austria-Hungary, goodness, and Italy will support each other in war. Okay? That's kind of what that represents. That's what that means. Okay? 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Spinning around with no brakes up a hill. Is it fact? Is it fake? Doesn't matter if it's real, just as long as I escape.
I wanna go to Mars, live amongst the stars, be the one that got away from it all. I wanna go to Mars, live amongst the stars, be the one that got away from from it all.
Fighting for a seat on a vessel fully booked. I'll compete for a glance, satisfied with just a look. Trying to get on board in front with all the cooks. Show 'em I am something more than just a number in a book. I'm a king without a castle with some.
All right, let's continue here. So inferences. From the fact or observation above, what inference can you make? Your response should be at least one sentence. An inference is kind of like what you think about it based on that information. Okay, and maybe I inferred a little bit here. And I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna make that my inference. I'm gonna copy and paste that down there. Okay, and maybe I need to simplify this a little bit and just say I'm gonna say friends in quotation marks there. Okay, because that's really the details of what it shows. They're allies, they're friends. I inferred a little bit, so I went a little too far in inference. So if they're friends, I can make the decision down here that they're gonna support each other in war. That could be my inference, my guess, my educated guess of what that really means. Okay, moving on in 30 seconds.
Hassle, but it's free. Just another brother quick to turn his back on other peeps. If it mean I'm seen as higher than them classes under me. If I'm fine, it's all that matters. Politics, don't party, please. Hear me out now. I'm filled up with doubt now. That if I don't sell you out, I join the crowd of us that's living just about down. I don't know, but I reached the top of the bottom, and now I'm at the bottom of something, still far from the ground if I fail to understand how.
Okay, now we get down here to the argument. How does this document help us answer the question? From fact or observation above, how does this information help you answer the DBQ? I'm going to write that in again. What were the causes of World War I? What would y'all put? Put in the chat. How does this help us answer that question? What does this show us? What does this show us? What does this document show us? This map show us? Let me give you a scenario. What happens if Italy attacks France? What happens if Italy attacks France? What would happen? What would happen? Why? But between who? There you go, y'all getting it. The Allies then jump in, right? It triggers their alliance and their friendship. So this takes what could be a small war between two countries, Italy here and France here, what could become just a small war between two countries, automatically becomes a 6-country war, automatically, because the alliances are triggered, okay? Because the Allies, they're expected to jump in to support, okay? So that could be my observation. The map shows the alliances in Europe. It shows the countries that would support each other if they go to war. All right, something like it shows how a small conflict can easily become larger. All right, something like that. Again, I'll give you all a little bit of time, okay?
I wanna go to Mars, live amongst the stars, be the one that got away from it all.
All right, last thing, what bucket does this go into? If we go back, y'all, all right, I hope y'all did this work yesterday. Here's what it should look like, okay? The analytical question, I changed it to what were the causes of World War I? Okay, good. Causes, what leads to such a definition? World War I is a war in the early 1900s that involved much of the world. Rewrite the question, what events led to World War I, a global war in the early 1900s? So here, 3 buckets that I had you label yesterday. militarism, alliances, and imperialism. Militarism is the idea that a country should build a large military and be prepared to use it. Alliances is a relationship or agreement between two countries, and it benefits both. Imperialism is a policy or idea to grow a country's power and influence by talking it out, which is diplomacy or force. So which bucket does this go into? Which one does this support? Does this support militarism, alliances, or imperialism as being a major cause of World War I? Yeah, it's alliances, okay? So go back to the analysis sheet and type in alliances. Okay. Make sure that it's saving too, y'all. See how mine says saved right here? Okay. All right. After that, go to the ticket out the door. And y'all good. You don't have any asynchronous work today because we got through that. Y'all need more time on that? Anybody need more time, or can we go to the ticket out the door? I can leave this up for a little bit if you need it. Let me know in the chat. All right. Go to the ticket out the door when you're ready.
Yeah. Love me down. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, y'all, that's that. And then go to the ticket out the door, please. So right here. Okay. Straightforward. Very straightforward. What was today's objective? What unit are we studying? Statement of inquiry, asynchronous work. Okay. Have you done that? If you're good, I'm good.